So you're thinking about moving to Tucson, Arizona, and you're focused on the east side and you want to know what you can get for that $300,000 to $400,000 price point. Well, stick around because today we're going to show you around a few different neighborhoods that have homes for sale in that price range. Let's get to it. If you're new to this channel and you want to learn everything from A to Z about living in Tucson, AZ, then click subscribe and tap that bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about the current market in Tucson, Arizona. Hi, I'm Dustin Smith. My wife Jennifer and I have helped hundreds of people just like you move to and from Tucson, Arizona. So whether you're moving in 12 days, 12 weeks, or 12 months, give us a call, shoot us a text or an email so we can help you make that smooth move. All right, so the first community we're checking out today is the Wingate community. So like I mentioned, we're checking out Tucson's east side in this video, specifically the price range, the $300,000 to $400,000 mark. We get a lot of people that are calling us from out of town that kind of just don't know where to start. And they're really like, hey, you know, like we need this much house. We don't know what it costs, you know, this square footage, this amount of bedrooms. And, you know, we thought that this type of video might help people realize, you know, how much variety you get in different price points. So we're over in the east side today. We covered the east side in another video, our Tucson east side video vlog, so you can check that out. But just as a recap, we're really close to Davis-Monthan Air Force Base. We've got the Rincon Mountains out to the east, to the very far east of Tucson's east side. We've got a lot of well-established retail centers in the area and just a ton of good shopping, a bunch of good restaurants on the east side. It's a nice place to be for people that have been here a long time. So a lot of Tucson residents love living on the east side and can't imagine living in any other parts of town. So Wingate specifically is near Irvington and Camino Seco. So directly to the south of Irvington, you know, bordering the community, is going to be the Davis-Monthan Air Force Base boneyard over there. So that's one of the final resting points for a lot of Air Force planes. There's some over there, I believe, that are still, you know, flight worthy, but when they're ready to die, that's one of the places that they're going to take them, strip parts off of them and allocate those parts somewhere else. Now, that's kind of neat just driving by that on its own. We're also pretty close to the northern end, the Fantasy Island mountain bike track over there. So that's a pretty fun spot to head out. So people over here can just kind of, you know, head out from their garage without having to pack the bike up on the truck. If you want to pack the bike up on the truck, you'll probably save yourself, you know, a couple miles on that track. And then there's like a BMX track nearby too. So there's a few good jumps there set up as a racetrack. I got a friend who brings his kiddos out there and, you know, they, you know, little like 6-7-year-olds all geared up on their BMXs, racing through the track, super adorable. Also, right to the east side of the Wingate community is a little bit of Arizona State Trust land. It almost seems out of place because it's just, you know, surrounded by residential areas. I mean, to the north, the east, and the west, you have houses. And then directly to the south, you've got the Davis-Monthan Air Force Base. So a neat little spot of Arizona State Trust land. And I do see people out there occasionally with dirt bikes. I believe you can get a permit to go riding out there, permit just to go, you know, explore the area. There are abandoned gravel pits over there too. So it looks like it makes for a lot of fun riding. So big hills out, you know, carved out tracks going through those hills. Just another fun thing. I've seen people out there on side-by-sides too. And then of course you've got the Pantano wash running right through that state trust land as well. So that's one of the major waterways when we get a good monsoon season. So the Wingate community itself does have quite a few homes for sale in the $300,000 to $400,000 price range. So there's a good chance if you're looking in that price range, you might find a couple of them in here that catch your eye. A lot of the community was built in the late 90s, but they do have some new construction going on over here. The last couple of years, they've really been, you know, expanding this area and filling in all the gaps over here. But I found a 1999 home behind me over here. That's a great example of what you'll get in the Wingate community. It's currently listed at $330,000. It's 1,378 square foot. It's got new flooring through pretty much the entire house except for the bathroom. So new hard flooring in the kitchen and new carpet in the bedrooms and the living room area. and just new paint. Everything in there looks really neat. And honestly, a seller's gonna have to do that in this type of neighborhood, even to hit the kind of, you know, the $300 to $400 mark in there, because we've got new construction over here, and there's one over similar square footage, you know, brand new everything. I think they're in a little bit smaller lots over there though, but still they're in like the $340,000 price range to start. So that's what resellers have to compete with in this area. And, you know, a good agent's going to inform their sellers of that, like, hey, you know, like, it's pretty nice to be in one of these already developed areas with mature landscaping and a little more space, but you can be certain that someone's going to take into account that they got that brand new air conditioner, water heater, brand new everything, builder warranties, you know, right around the corner with the same amenities in the area that you're going to have in this existing neighborhood. So yeah, I think Wingate's a great spot to look in that $300,000 to $400,000 neighborhood. But we got a few more to go look at today, so let's keep rolling. Second neighborhood of the day, we're over here in the Falcon Point subdivision. So this is part of the larger South Harrison community. We're nestled between Harrison and Houghton, just south of Golf Links right here. So from the Wingate community, we're on the other side of that Arizona State Trust land, a little bit further east, so closer to the Rincon Mountains, closer to the Saguaro National Park, Monument East right there. There's a couple schools in the area, so if you got little ones, there's a couple good choices for K through 8. If you have high school age students, you're gonna go a little bit further. Know a couple people that live in the area that are sending their high schools over Tinka Verde School District or Sabino High School or over to the Vale School District, because we're not too far away from a brand new high school over there, Mount Micah High School. So yeah, we still have a few good options in the area as far as the schools go. We'll talk about that a little bit more in our East Tucson vlog. So if you want to check that out, or if you've already checked that out, you might have a little bit of extra information. But I know you guys are here because you're looking at homes in that $300,000 to $400,000 price point. You want to know a little bit more about that. So I found one for you right at the $300,000 price point. So this home behind me has been recently updated. It's priced right at the $300,000. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,308 square foot. So it has just enough room in there, 0.18 acres. So a little bit of backyard, a little bit of outdoor space for you, facing north towards those Catalina Mountains. So there's not a whole lot available in the area right at 300,000. You know, as soon as you go over 300,000, things start opening up, and you'll see quite a variety of homes in this area that are in that $300,000 to $400,000 price point. So you might have seen on some of our B-roll footage, we passed a neighborhood that's right here that's like 70s and 80s homes that were slump block homes. I have a couple friends that live over there. They love it, never plan on moving. So it's just one of those, you know, areas where you have a huge variety of homes in a small area and a lot of longtime residents in the area too. We've got a couple more houses to show you. Let's keep moving. The third neighborhood we're checking out now is Sonoran Heights. So Sonoran Heights is really close to Broadway and Houghton. In fact, on the other side of that line of houses behind me right there is Broadway. So there's just like a little bit of desert space right there, and then Broadway. I'll tell you, standing right here, if I'm quiet, I can hear some of that Broadway traffic, as Broadway is one of the major east to west roads in Tucson. But yeah, those homes help muffle the noise, so it's really not bad after you get into the community. So this is the furthest east that we're gonna go checking out homes today, and we're starting to get to the higher end of that $300,000 to $400,000 price range. In fact, the home that I have picked out for the community right here, currently listed at $379,900, is a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, just over 1,800 square foot, built in 1996. And on the other side of that house right there is one of our favorite movie theaters. So that's gonna be the Galaxy movie theater They got the luxury recliners in there, so pretty spacious. It's one we love taking the kids to. They also have one of our favorite pizza restaurants over there. That's Mama's Pizzas and Heroes. So they have those giant slices of pizza right there that you can share with somebody, or eat the whole thing and leave very full. Also love the cheese breaded raviolis out of there. Those are a big hit. And of course, Hops Bar and Grill over there. That's a locally owned restaurant right there. Although it is a bar, they have sandwich in there that's pretty famous for the local Tucsonans. It's Luke's Italian beef in there. So that's a Chicago style Italian beef. And I don't know if there's really any better Italian beef in the Tucson area. The original Luke's is kind of like a drive-through or fast food feeling type restaurant. So you go in there, that's a little more of like a sit down and enjoy yourself type restaurant. I love Hops right there, so it's a nice place to visit right there. Just an overall good shopping plaza, and on the other side of Harrison over there too is the grocery store. So you're less than 5 minutes away from the grocery store and really close to that Saguaro National Park East. So about 10 to 15 minutes away from some trailheads for the Saguaro National Park East Monument too. So yeah, I hope you guys love Sonoran Heights. I do have one more neighborhood for you guys today, just to give you a little bit better feel of the east side $300,000 to $400,000 price range. Let's get to it. The final neighborhood we're checking out today is Broadway East. So Broadway East is close to Broadway and Camino Seco. The section that we're in right here is just east of Camino Seco, between Broadway and Speedway. So it's a large residential area right here. Most of the homes were built in the 70s. You can kind of tell based on like the larger trees in the area that this neighborhood's been around here for a while. A lot of that slump block construction in here. So I think every other house we looked at today was like a frame and stuccoed home. So it's kind of a change of scenery around here. My favorite thing about these older neighborhoods is the extra space that the homes were built on. So I think, trying to get people to, move a little bit further away from the city center when they built the neighborhood, they did provide a little bit more space. So you got those 1/4 acre lots around here. Those first few homes that we checked out for the day were like 0.12 acres up to, 0.18 acres. So, big difference right there. And then, homes being built in the 70s right here, they've changed ownership quite a few times. And when people have that extra space, a lot of people are thinking about pools when it comes to the summertime. So the home I found for sale for you today, this one behind me right here, is listed at $385,000. It does have a pool in the backyard. It's about 1,600 square feet, built in 1972. No, it's a little bit elevated from the street, so you also have a block wall that gives you lots of privacy. That home is brokerage owned as well, so the brokerages do a few things to make nice pictures. So the house is painted, it's very clean inside, and they also make sure that everything is functional throughout the home, so it's move-in ready, and there's not any real major issues as you go through your inspection and closing process, things that would hold you up from closing. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed seeing what your money can do, the $300,000 to $400,000 price range in Tucson. I know it actually shocks a lot of people how far your money will go in Tucson. So yeah, we're gonna release a few more videos that go along the same lines, showing you, different price points in different areas of town. So be on the lookout for, our next price ranges, the, $400,000 to $500,000 in East Tucson, and, videos just like that. And if you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, click subscribe, and tap that bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about the current market in the Tucson area. And if you or someone is thinking about moving to Tucson, give us a call, shoot us a text or an email so we can help you make a smooth move. Thank you guys, we'll see you on the next video.